So here we are again. It is 6:40 a.m. Cold, and we're back at the same spot we were at yesterday. Last night was a bit of a washout with the clouds. Gavin got some nice drone footage, but it was too windy for my drone, so I didn't get any. So we've come back for sunrise. They are forecasting a completely clear blue sky, but we're hoping that some clouds might roll in as the sun rises. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. A little bit of a washout initially. We went to an area where we needed some clouds, and certainly looked like it was going to be a clear blue sunrise. So we moved on to this cliff area. Some clouds started to roll in. We thought we made the wrong decision, but I don't think we did. Not sure the clouds would have made it to where we were originally. So what I'm working on here is trying to do a bit of a reflection shot of these cliffs, and if I turn you around, you can see what I've got here. So we've got these big cliffs, almost like mini hoodoos going into the cliff. Some nice white snow in certain areas, nice contrast between the white and the red of the cliff. A few green trees. A few evergreens, kind of giving it some extra contrast as well. What I'm trying to do, a little bit windy right now, is I'm just trying to use this pool of water as a reflection to kind of pick up some of those white caps and the cliff shapes, and show you what I'm looking at here. So trying to take shots between the wind, trying to get that smooth, that puddle of water to be a little bit smoother so we can see that reflection. I have done a double exposure here, so the water, the reflection in the water is a little bit more overexposed than the cliff, and then on the second shot there, bringing it down a bit to and then bracketing down on the cliffs to keep those from being too bright, and then again bringing that up for the reflection. So what I'm trying to do now is just pick out some nice vignettes within the cliff, try and get some contrast between the snow, the red, and there's actually some interesting birch trees here. If I can turn you around, you might be able to see them. But here there's a nice angle of birch trees. So what I'm trying to do is capture that white bright birch up against the red cliff. And then again the white snow, giving that nice bit of contrast. And as the sun's coming out, you can see now that it's starting to pick up on those white birches, and hopefully start to get a bit more light on that snow as well, give a nice contrast. So just working on that scene. I'd show you the back of the camera, but there's so much light that it's just too much reflections. So to whether to move on from a location or not move on to a location, I guess is a constant photographer's dilemma. You know, you only get one sunrise and one sunset a day. So you got your heart set on a specific location, specific scene. You get excited about that location, and you hope for clouds. But when you get there, you know, how quick do you make a decision to move on? I think every photographer's made that good decision. Every photographer's made that bad decision. But I think ultimately you got to make that decision, stick with it, and move on. I like to say that the worst decision is the one you didn't make. And you know, sometimes you can just sit there and hope. But look at all the weather apps, look at the sky, make a prediction, move on, and be happy with the fact that you moved on, and make the best out of the next scene. Hopefully the reflection shot came out, and then picking out some tighter areas within that cliff with the trees and the snow and the contrast of the red cliff. Again, hopefully they're of interest, and if they were any good, you would have seen them by now. Yeah, so hopefully we'll catch you next time on the next adventure. See you soon.